So you're 18 and you want to make some money in crypto, but you don't know where to start. First of all, welcome to the Wild West of Bitcoin, scams, meme coins, the potential to make shitload of money, and a guarantee for some losses. You will learn how to navigate the space, and actually I'm gonna give you the blueprint of how to be successful in crypto. Warning, this is not a get rich quick video, so if you're looking for 100x gains tomorrow, get the fuck out of my channel. But if you're willing to learn, stick around because I have plenty of cool videos coming in. Let's start with the basics. If you want to be successful in any industry, it doesn't matter if it's crypto or something else, you need to learn the basic stuff. And in crypto, this is stuff like what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum, what is the difference, what is proof of work, proof of stake. Just start reading the newspapers and follow all the news and all the developments that are happening in the space. And whenever you see a term or something, a project that you don't understand or you haven't heard about already, make sure you research it. I cannot give you all the answers here in this video, but I'm pretty sure you're already smart enough to find the information on the internet. Just Google stuff, and here on YouTube you can find amazing information, and there are amazing channels that offer great explanation videos for everything that's crypto related. And keep in mind, this will be an ongoing process, so be prepared for this. The space is very new and it's developing extremely fast, so even I to this day find terms or concepts that I don't completely understand, and I go in depth into researching them and understanding what they're talking about. So be prepared to be a beginner in this space for a long period of time, but don't be afraid. At some point everything will start making sense, and then you can move to the next steps. Some people come in the space, try to gamble their money away on some shitcoins, but trust me, this is no different than just going to the casino and playing roulette. If you want to have long-term success, this is the prerequisite for everything else that we're gonna discuss in the video. The second most important thing that you need to really study hard is crypto security. I know it's not the sexiest of subjects, but it's really the most important probably, because there's so many scams. There's so many ways that you can lose your assets, even by just not doing anything, just storing them the wrong way. So I think everybody should spend some time understanding the risks and protecting their account in many very different ways. And luckily for you, I have a full hour course on crypto security that is completely free. I'm gonna link the video here in the description. I discuss all the basics, like what kind of scams are out there, how to protect your funds, what are hardware wallets, all the details that you need to get you started and to keep you safe in the space. So don't skip on this step. I know it's really hard and I know it could be boring, but trust me, in the long term you're gonna need it. We've had plenty of huge scams in the past several years in crypto, and there are many more in the making, I'm pretty sure, and we need to be prepared. Once we have the boring stuff out of the way, it's time for you to start learning technical analysis. This task could sound daunting, but trust me, in crypto specifically, technical analysis is by far the easiest way to read the markets and to understand what's happening. There's a lot of noise in the news, and you should be reading the news, definitely. You should be keeping track of what's going on, but there's so much noise that it's really difficult to make sure that you're making the right decisions by just looking at the news and not doing your own analysis on the chart. And trust me, in the beginning you might think this is very difficult, but actually it's not that difficult to learn TA. Just because somebody is using 100 indicators on their chart, it doesn't mean that they give them an edge. But if you learn price action and pretty much what I do, just support, resistance, and how to read the price action, that will be more than enough for you to be proficient when it comes to making decisions in the long term. And again, as I mentioned before, this is a long-term process, so you will be learning more and more stuff as it goes. And right now, actually, there are amazing free resources on the internet that I'm gonna link in the description, where you can go and learn technical analysis from scratch and be actually quite good with it. Once you start getting into technical analysis, you have this inside urge to start buying stuff and start FOMOing into things. How do I know this? Well, I've been there, and I just want to give you a quick example from 2017. There was a friend of mine telling me about a token, which is I think called Bankera, and they were like, oh, this is the next big thing. It's the future of banking, and they're just launching, so it's a brand new project. Let's buy into it. And I was like, yeah, this sounds exactly like the token that can 100x and make me very rich. So I put a $200 in it or something like this, and guess where this token went in just a few months? Zero. So it's extremely important to not FOMO into stuff But just because somebody's talking about it or you see a trigger on the chart, it's very hard to make the right decisions, especially in the beginning. So I definitely encourage you to just limit the amount of trading that you will be doing, especially in the beginning when you're starting to get traction. The safest way to do this is to have a certain amount of money that you dedicate for your learning, because I believe you still need to have some skin in the game to really improve with technical analysis, and use this as practice money. But don't go and invest in tokens just for the sake of it and just because you really want to make money. This really will save you from a lot of losses along the way. At this point, you might be asking yourself, okay, I learned all of these things, but how do I actually make money in crypto? And this is where you really need a strategy. There are several different ways to make money in crypto, and it's very easily accessible. Let me just name you a few. You can just be swing trading, you can be day trading, you can be investing, which means researching tokens and buying them for the long run. You could just buy Bitcoin every single month and not be so focused on the market. You could trade shitcoins, you could trade NFTs, and there are just so many other ways to make money in crypto and also to lose those money. So what you need to do once you're seeing all of these opportunities on the market is do an analysis for yourself, which one of those strategies fits best with your time that you have and also with the character that you have and the style of trading that you want to be practicing, and then focus on those one or two strategies. If you try to be mixing all of them all the time, you will find it hard to be profitable in the long term. If you want to evolve a strategy or so, that's great, but first make sure that you have mastered one or two of them and that you have become consistently profitable. This will actually save you a lot of stress too, and it will prepare you for the next point, which is, I believe, the hardest in any kind of trading that you do. This next point is widely accepted as the most difficult thing to master, and I truly believe it's this. I've felt it personally. Even to this day, I'm struggling to understand some of the emotions and some of the actions that I do on the markets, and a lot of good traders actually have mechanisms to prevent them from making stupid decisions based on emotions. And you need to truly spend a lot of time analyzing yourself, either via journaling or just observing or talking with friends, and you need to study the art of the mental game of trading. There are a few book resources that I think are great for this. I'm gonna link them down below. Go study them. It won't be just for one read and that's it. This really is a study book in my opinion, and you need to go back to these books, and after you've done some trading, reread them again, because you're gonna be seeing other things, and combined with your journaling practice, you see that with time you will understand what fear, greed is, also where you should be trading or when you should not be trading because of other factors. Maybe you're tired or you perform differently under different circumstances. There's so many variables, but with time you'll start understanding those, and pretty much it will help you discover a lot of things about yourself that will help you also in your real life, not only in trading. The last point that I want to put in this video is that you can really accelerate your learning process if you have a support group of people with similar interests, where you can bounce off ideas on technical analysis, fundamental analysis, or whatever else the group is into. But trust me, there are just so many people out there interested in crypto, but at the first sight might not be easy to reach out to them. And for example, in my personal surroundings, except for all the discourse that I'm, it was really hard to find like-minded people that like trading, that like doing this on a regular basis and talk business with them. My girlfriend is already sick of me just talking about charts. She doesn't really care at all. It's not that interesting to her, and she cannot really bounce off ideas with me because she's not into the space. So if you find the right group of people, and Mr. Beast talks a lot about this, it's related to generating content, but it's pretty much the same principle. He spent hours, days, months, years on end with his buddies that were all building YouTube channels 24/7, talking about this, testing out different strategies, and that's what made him and all his other friends great and so successful on YouTube. So follow the same exact principle and you'll see how easy it is to learn with others. They will point out your mistakes if you share your trade ideas. They will also show you opportunities, because more eyes on the markets means that we will probably see more opportunities out there, something that you might missed because you're on a vacation or you're focusing on something else. And I guarantee you this is very powerful, and I truly believe that everyone in crypto should have this kind of group to bounce ideas off. That's everything for this video. I hope it was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.